Previously on Deathmark. He's rubbing his fingernail in a blood stain, trying to get something off the floor. I'm done. I'm done with you, dude. I peek into the waterway and see something floating. Reach for it as I hold onto the edge. Somehow I manage to grab it. Oh yeah! I guess we'll go... Well, there's both dead ends, so let's look through them. Looks like this is a dead end. Like I said, they look like dead ends. This looks like there's only a wall ahead, but... A breeze? Oh, it looks like there's a door. A little draft coming from in front of us. Unless there's a wall. No! Look, there's clearly an outline of a door right there. Use your eyes. Can't even look at it, really? Are you kidding me? Y'all are blind. This where I was? I don't think it was. Definitely not where I was. Here in this room is musty. At first glance, I'd say it's part of a medical facility. Looks like an operating room. And the smell must be... blood? Oh, there it is. Oh, just sorry, but could you shine the light over there? Shine the flashlight directed, and find a corpse. Damon crouches down and begins to study it. Whoa, it's pretty old. You might be better off having an archaeologist or anthropologist look at this. Damon skillfully examines the body. When they're done, they stand up again. The corpse is odd, extremely odd. The cervical vertebrae is severed. The cut's a mess. Some kind of small bladed object did it most likely. Though it clearly wasn't cut with a surgical tool. Cannot even imagine why anyone would do something so cruel. Head was severed with a tool, huh? Too old, the corpse isn't enough. Someone should have left behind records. Might be wise to search the room. Yeah, good idea. Don't do that anyway, shut up. Acting like you're so smart. Did I just see a ghost down there and like didn't actually notice it? It's a rusted filing cabinet. The well-built metal cabinet, whatever's inside should be intact. When I open the door, a cloud of dust flies up and blocks my vision. Notebook with a black cover is left inside. Experimental unit correspondence code. Seems to be a document about cryptograms. Inside it says, Canon, weapons code name, ... dash, ... dash. Heavenly Buddha, project's code name, ... dash, ... dash, dash, ... dash, dash. Soul, human heads uses materials, ... dash, ... dash, ... dash. Looks like weapon code, similar to Morse. Nothing's inside the metal cabinet. Let's do Morse code now. We're gonna feel something that's gonna say, do not touch. Looks like it's been a number of years since this person died. Dried skin gives the appearance of a mummy. The cut by the neck is jagged. Must have been cut with some kind of tool. The iron door. The key wasn't rusted. I could open it if I had the key. Why is all the doors locked? Just like they want to keep me out. When I step in view of an iron door that appears before me, the air clearly shifts. Goosebumps rise. A presence is approaching. There's an incessant beeping, like from a telegraph. Freeze! Everybody clap your hands! Well, I'm gonna keep going. Sure, I can keep moving forward. Alright, it's probably not wise. The beeping becomes gradually louder, almost as if it's trying to tell me something. Morse code? Wait. What does that mean? The sequence dash dot dash dot dot dash just keeps repeating its code. What in the world does it mean? Oh shit. Which one does it mean? It's not heaven. Soul? Whew. Hear a quiet voice. Point to your soul. Point to my soul. It's obviously in my stomach, hello? It's what I had to eat. The beeping suddenly stops. Is it seriously? Amazing. A real supernatural event. Damon seems pleased. Glad you enjoyed it. I didn't. Sure this will happen again, but there's no need to tell him that. Is it safe now? Yeah, probably. Let's keep moving. That's weird. There are pitch black stains. Let's touch them. Stains seem to be old blood. Just like every other stain in here. Set up the same way as the operating room. This place may have been used for the same experiments. With their experiment notes. Now let's get searching. He sounds... What? Anyway, he looks really enthused. Nice chainsaw. Metal cabinet. Some of the doors are open, but most are locked tight. I search the ones that are open. I find a notebook titled Research Records and Army Short Sword. We're gonna need that later. Letters in the notebook have faded, but I can still read it. The experiment miraculous success. This divine protection. The Ur statue emanated from a shrine created by line statue makers using chisel donated by same family, severe head. Tool together becomes the key. Finally, our dearest wish. There's nothing else written. Research records 1 projectile short sword. That's cool. Mentions a chisel. Does that mean those used for sculpting? Yeah, most likely. It's hard to believe, but did they actually use that to sever the heads? It's unbelievable doing something like that. A chisel to sever heads? Looks like it's been a number of years since this person died. Dried skin gives the appearance of a mummy. The cut by the neck is jagged. Yeah, that's what we learned. Cabinet with a glass door. Doesn't make sense. That would take a while to cut someone's head off with a chisel. It looks like something's inside. We open it and search around. Find bells attached to a handle and a notebook with a black cover. It's titled Disposal VAT Management Record. Let the cover open. Dispose 200 Super Dimension Suddenly Iron Door. Half spiritualized. Hypothesize. Focused mystical forces. Need. Secret object to erase. Safety valve release code. Diamond. There's nothing else written. Kakagura Suzu Bells. Disposal VAT Management Record. What are these notes going on about? Disposal? Half spiritualization? I don't understand half of these words. Plus, those spells I found don't fit this place at all. I close the notebook and put it in my bag. Just then, something tangles around my hand. Huh? It's a thin thread. It seems to be human hair. Uh-oh. It glitters pale gold in the light. What? The mark starts sucking at my blood. I ignore it and instead stare at the shining hair, as if being pulled in. It's odd, but I get the real feeling that... this moment. No. It's here. This place. I've been here before. Uh-oh. 2 hours left until death closes in. Mumble, mumble, mumble. Someone mumbles right next to me. Wait, that's not someone else. It's my own voice. As I thought, it's here. The words pour out from deep inside. I have absolutely no knowledge or control over them. Memories that aren't mine. Words and feelings I couldn't possibly know are falling from my lips. Check the disposal vat. It must be behind that wall. Felt weird when standing in front of that wall. Mojo? What's this all of a sudden? The instant Damon speaks, the voice stops. It's nothing. I just remembered something important. Are you honestly alright? Those were some rather odd mumbles. I mumble random shit from time to time, okay? Doesn't everyone? I mean, literally, doesn't everyone? For better or worse, Damon didn't clearly hear what I was saying. Still though, that voice. Is this like that Spirit on Inuyasha? I feel like there's a lot of Inuyasha references. Not Spirit, it wasn't Spirit. There's that demon with the hair, she could control the hair. My old self, the one I lost along with my memories, was talking to me. The feeling I got when I saw that golden hair. Maybe that's what triggered it. I haven't heard that other guiding voice for a while now. Maybe the other voice was the rabbit. The rabbit's dead now. Guess all I can do is rely on my old self. The disposal vat beyond the wall. The voice said to find that. In lab number 1, we have absolutely nothing. Light bulb is flickering weakly. I open the wire mesh door and peek inside, but I don't see anything. I go to close the door and see paper stuck to the backside. That's right, give me that shit. Go north of the intersection and... there it is. An outline of a door is flickering faintly on the wall ahead of us. Hey, look at that! Huh? What, are you seeing odd things again? Well, I mean, yeah, but still, look at it. Can't see it? Unfortunately, no. Looks like Damon can't see the door. Mumble mumble, that's a spiritual. Mouth against mumbling words that I don't recognize all on its own. Oppose the spiritual with spiritual. If you touch it with a tool that honors the gods. The flow of words out of my mouth stops. Touch it with a tool that honors the gods. Just touching it okay? No. Have to mumble mumble. Strange words spill from my lips again. It's the priestess's tool. If a man displays spiritual power, it'll be destroyed. So touch it silently. All I have is question, but I have no choice but to trust the other me. Press the bell to the door carefully, making sure not to make any noise. The next instant, the door physically appears. What? Wait, I'm not hallucinating, am I? I'm completely shocked. What magic did you conjure to do this? It's not magic, my friend. It's science. Just felt like it was the right thing to do, you know? But I stare at the door. I sense an alarming presence. According to my own voice, if I can call it that. The disposal vat is beyond the store. It's Miko power! I found some documents about in the room with the operating table. You're good to look through those. Let's be careful. The place is giving me a bad feeling. Safety valve release code Diamond. Okay. Push open the iron door and we head inside. But all those faces. Whoa, this is amazing. On the other side of the door is a large empty area reminiscent of a vault. Is this a disposal vat? Should be, but it's not quite what I expected. Something's on the ground. Looks like a sword. Rusted army sword. Look what Damon picked up. Shine the flashlight around the area. Are these heads of Buddha statues? They're kind of just scattered around. Might be a garbage dump. Just then. Huh? Sound echoes off something very heavy moving. Suddenly the room is lit with a pale light. Don't look up. Whatever you do, just don't look up. Let's get out of here for now. Try to open the door to get out, but of course, impossible. Oh shit, it's filling with water. Cutting coldness and bathes envelops my feet. My head snaps up and I see water pouring into the room like a giant waterfall. But water? It's ice cold. A polar bear swim is not something I ever wanted to do. Look at right to our knees. I can't even feel my feet anymore. Water underground? We have to get out of here. We'll die of hypothermia. Well, get ready to die of hypothermia, because it's gonna be rough. I have to remember. Just read those documents about the research at Buddha heads. Something about diamond. Touch the diamond one. Yeah. Just the diamond our head. There's a heavy shudder and the sound of movement. And the pouring water suddenly starts sweeping in one direction down into a drain. Whoa. It's pulling us in. To the right, barely. Below it. When I open my eyes, all I see is darkness. Ugh. I quickly lift my head and rub my eyes. My vision slowly comes back. This is an intersection in the underground shelter. Looks like we were drained out with the water and flushed down a pipe. We were lucky. I very nearly breathed a sigh of relief. Then I remember Damon. That's right, there's Damon. Wouldn't you be so worried? Oh shit. It's old dude. Old hobo. Haha, so it's you. It's been a while, you sneaky intruder. It's that old man I met in the passageway beneath Manhole Street. I'd ask him about Damon, but my jaw's nearly locked and my voice is gone. Don't try to talk just yet. The water here comes straight from the T Mountain range, so it's deadly cold. You were submerged in it for nearly an hour, so you'll be slurring your words for a while. Wow. Relax, your friend's fine. So you, got somewhere to go back to? I nod as I groan. Man's face brightens like the sun. Well, that's great. Not that I'm demanding a reward for saving you or anything. But I am pretty darn hungry. And eyes me a small sharp. Great, now I gotta play chauffeur. Does he have a mark? We get in the car and even though it's the wrong season for it, I turn the heat on full blast. We dry off with towels and the like, but it doesn't stop our shivering for a long time. While this is going on, the old man... Whew, it's hot. Shut up. Can I open a window? He's blatantly fanning himself in front of us. Okay, yes, in a way we owe him our lives. But even so, he's being a pain. Hang in there a little while longer. Damon shudders. You can see us shivering, can't you? How selfish can you get? It was an honest question. It probably sucks rent, but we still keep the car like a sauna. After driving like that for a while, our teeth finally stopped chattering. The man's name is Banshee Ito. That's how he introduced himself. Banshee, really? That obviously isn't his real name. Or is it? As he sits next to me, Banshee gives off a savory smell, like freshly baked bread. It kinda cheers me up. Or at least it does for a few minutes, until I realize it's a stench of dried filth. Ew. Ew, how could you mistake that for bread? So, Banshee, what were you doing in a place like that? Banshee remains silent. Are you listening to me? I don't feel like talking to you yet. I'll tell you in exchange for food. I shouldn't be surprised. Life's rough. Wait, that should be my question. What are you two doing down there? It's a long story. Summarize everything we know about spirits and the mark until I catch up to when we met him in the underground shelter. So that's how it is, huh? He nods vigorously to himself. I wonder if you truly understand, old man. Damon's doubts are reasonable, but Banshee waves a hand dismissively. Of course I do. Who do you think I am? A terrible grudge is mucking out the underground shelter. And you guys are wrapped up in it now. The story suddenly sounds fishy. A grudge? Banshee, you know what happened down there? So I'm not talking about that yet. I was born into a noble family, so I've always had the ability to see things that they can't. I stick my name, Banshee Atao, on it, so you can trust me. There's a terrible grudge swirling there, and you just got swept up in it. Words. He's got nothing to base his claims on, but I get the feeling he's on the right track. In that case, oh noble Lord Banshee, would you tell us? How do we overcome that whirlpool? Banshee replies with a magnanimous flourish. That should be obvious. Whirlpools will always have a center. We've got to find that. The center? That swirling grudge and the spirit thing? Is that what you called it? The birth of the spirit? The heart of the curse? Something like that should be left within their swirling grudge. You look for that, I'm sure then. He trails off. He gazes at the dark road, his mouth hanging open. It's like he's run out of batteries. Then, what? What will happen? Black sky simply goes on forever before Banshee's eyes. PTSD, bro. Oh ho. That reminds me, Hojo. Banshee calls out as soon as we enter the garage. Take this, just a little symbol of our friendship. Got underground shelter key. This is a key for the underground shelter? That's why it's called an underground shelter key. Found it when I was popping in and out from that place. I held on to it. I'll let it to you for now, Hojo. He just picked it up. Why is he acting like it's a favor? I have no reason to defuse him. Thanks, I'll borrow it. Eru walks up to us. Oh, welcome back. Learn anything? Damon butts in before I can speak. Wait a second. You're not really considering... You haven't fallen for that suspicious old man's story, have you? Wow, that's rude. If you want my opinion, a snotty punk like you should be trusted even less. Of course, Hojo. You believe me, right? I mean, why wouldn't we? It makes sense. Because the others don't really know what's going on. Wahaha, that's my good pal Hojo for you. Well, I suppose if you're fine with it, then I won't worry about it. Anyway, changing the subject. Good grief, can we just move on from talking about this? Banshee, you're hungry, right? The dining room should have something. Woo! Food! Food! Banshee bolts out of the garage and vanishes into the mansion. Eru gives me an exasperated look. Mr. Hojo, you got a crazy one on your hands this time. So does he not have the mark then? To appease the starving Banshee, I offer him some cup noodles and sweet buns. These sweet buns! The epitome of hunger, he greedily begins scarfing it down like a starving dog. That was enough for 10 people. Devours all of it, and I'm reminded of a high-power vacuum cleaner. okay. I haven't been this full in forever. Glad to hear. Mind answering some questions? Why were you down in that shelter? Well, that's an easy one. It's his home, right? Yep, because it's my home. What? Been living there ever since I found it 10 years ago. Not too shabby a place. Keeps me out of the rain, and no damn brats messing with me. So it gets a mite cold in winter. I don't know how to respond to that. Rue and Damon seem to be the same. It was a paradise for me because no one knows about it. Until a weirdo showed up 6 months ago. Some woman doused in perfume. It was winter and I don't like stirring up trouble, so I just stayed away. That must have been Sukawa. I nod, that's my thought as well. That was a month ago. I figured she must have up and left, so I went back. Now there's something stranger. Which was? A damn walking Buddha statue. I know I'm pretty out there, but even I was shocked by that. I even got this weird scar. Crap. Nancy removes the scar, feeling the mark on his neck. You may not believe this, but the statue gave you that scar. I figured. It was a cannon soldier, after all. Cannon soldier? How do you know that name? Some document I saw had it. It was an old plan to make a Buddha statue move with supernatural powers. A heavenly Buddha project weapon. Are you nuts? Spirit powers making something move? That's insane. Now, Hiru, calm down. Those documents that you found, are they still around? Nope, I burned them for warmth. You asshole. I had a delicious roasted potato, too. How could you? Cough, cough. Maybe take your own advice, Dr. Damon. Our measure of common sense seemed to be rather different than this strange old man's. It's fine. My noggin works different from most people's. I got it all memorized. As you say, just tell us. We need to know about that project. The Heavenly Buddha Project was the pet project of some general at the end of the war, so they built that shelter for it. Ta-da! The 13th Army Engineering Lab. To make the cannon soldier thing, they did tests on Buddha statues. They were brought from some shrine or something somewhere. That must be each shrine. They did a bunch of stuff to infuse the statue with pure spiritual power. There was a monk from T Mountain, spiritual treasures from all over. Nobody thought anything had actually come from it. The project was just an excuse to keep that fanatical general busy. At least, it was supposed to be. But one day, the statue started moving. It went berserk throughout the lab and went crazy on a ton of people. The bloodstains and old corpses in the shelter are probably the victims. Some people survived, but they had red bite-like marks on them. So is the cannon soldier the general, then? The thing went and wrecked the place, then it stopped, but never moved again. No one knows what even triggered it. That's about everything it said. They look uneasy. Haru and Damon are as white as a sheet. I probably am too. It's a hard story to believe. He has no reason to lie to us. I think he speaks the truth. What? Are you kidding me? Statue going around killing people and cursing them? Impossible. Then how do you explain the mark on his neck? Logic would dictate that the moving statue he saw was the cannon soldier. Ugh. The dormant soldier suddenly starts moving after 50 years. That might be the cause of mine and Hiru's marks. What if you flip that thought? Oh, what if you flip that though? Both of your grandpas got the mark from the cannon soldier. When the soldiers stopped moving, their marks disappeared. With it started up again, you got them because you're their descendants. If that's true, then the children inherited their parents' fate. Haru can't seem to muster up any kind of counter-argument. I think she's in shock. I want to ask you something, old man. You say the cannon soldiers stopped moving 50 years ago. But why? I think it was... some spiritual person used a thingamajig to do something. You have no idea. That's the most important part. Try to remember. It's not that easy, son. The mark might have made me forget. Taking his age into account, it's more likely it just completely slipped his mind. Since we must defeat the cannon soldier to be free of our marks, we'll have to figure it out on our own, if you can't be of more help. You seem a pro at this, Hojo. We'll be relying on you. Oh, thanks. Not spiritual powers or anything. You've already faced down 4 different spirits, haven't you? No one person wouldn't have survived. Now that he says it, I guess he's right. I've been hearing mysterious voices a few times and having weird premonitions. I even caught myself unconsciously talking when we were down in the shelter. So what are you folks gonna do now? Good question. We're gonna... Thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and if you enjoyed it, leave a like and hit the sub for more walkthroughs, playthroughs, and let's plays on the gaming experience.